Hey everyone, welcome to a new podcast. In today's podcast, I want to talk about two events that is coming soon. There is the Google event that is coming, I think, next week, and there is Apple WWDC that is coming in June 5. The reason why I want to talk about it is because every year there's a lot of people who comparing both company, Google and Apple, and there's a little war, if I can say it like that, between those two worlds, iPhone and Android. So, iPhone and Android. What is my thought? What I have to say about it? I love both. I think we should love both. What I'm using daily, it's an iPhone. I'm always using an iPhone and I have my reason, but I'm open to use also Android, and this is a Google Pixel 6. It's been 2 years that is a release now, and obviously Google will probably release the next Pixel 8 or whatever the name will be. And this year Apple will also maybe release the next iPhone 15. So I have over here, I just have it. I want to make a video about it. The iPhone 14 Pro Max, I have it. I used to daily drive the iPhone 13 Pro that I'm recording right now. And for now, the difference between both iPhone, it's literally yes, of course the performance is better. I mean, it's not that big of gap, but it's better. And the reason why I went to the iPhone 14 Pro Max is because of his new feature, the dynamic island. And I will talk about it more in detail in my other channel, Techno Game, because I want to make a video about it. But for now, I'm gonna stick with both Android and Google and Apple. Both world are incredible. There is Samsung, there is Google, there is Oppo, there is there is so many companies that make phone for Android, and each phone are different. Each phone run the same system but are developed differently. And the reason why I'm using iPhone, because I'm in the Apple ecosystem. I'm using an iPad, I'm using iPhone, I'm using a Mac, I'm using the Apple TV, and this is why I'm using daily an iPhone, because it's responsive for me. It's perfect for my use, My girlfriend use Android. She used the Google Pixel 6, and now she's with a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. And I can say both phones are great. The Google side it's so much, it's working well. The downside of Google is their battery life. The battery in this phone is cheap, you know. The battery on this phone, my girlfriend, I remember, she was always searching to, you know, a cable, a brick, a wall brick, and, you know, she always needed to recharge the Pixel 6. Versus now, her Samsung is so much better in terms of battery life. And, you know, she's using a computer also. She is using my old computer. She's using Windows 11 actually. And in Windows 11, there's a feature, it's called Mobile Connect. And this feature allow you to make a little bit like Apple thing, you know. You can just open the app in Windows 11 and just connect instantly your phone with the computer, and everything sync up super quickly, and it's convenient, you know. I like this feature. The Apple way, the reason why I'm using Apple, it's obviously their ecosystem is, my opinion, is stronger. Like, I can snap a picture or I can record a video with my iPhone and airdrop it to my iPad or my Apple TV or my Mac. And that for me, it's a game changer. My iPhone is the main device of all the ecosystem. I'm using my iPhone for my Apple TV, the remote. I'm using my iPhone to, you know, share files and everything with my iPad or my Mac. And I'm doing it also with the iPad, you know. I can communicate with all the Apple device across the ecosystem. That's why I love Apple for that part. So yeah, there's a bunch of differences between Apple and Google. Google are strong with their web browser, with their engine, you know, the Google search, Google Photo, Google Maps. I'm using Google Maps on my iPhone, you know, because sometimes Google Maps is more up to date than Apple Maps. So yeah, I'm using both world. The only thing is the ecosystem. I prefer Apple ecosystem instead of Google ecosystem. But I'm using both. So that's why when I heard about people, you know, downing Apple or downing Android, I have a hard time with that, you know. It's like, okay, it's like the competition between cars, you know, between certain model and certain branding cars. Right now it's, you know, the differences between gas car and electric car. It's a delicate subject. People hate electric cars, some people hate gasoline cars, some people are in between, some people believe only on electric, like me. No. But yeah, I'm driving an electric car and I'm loving it. But yeah, if I'm come back to both ecosystem, I can't wait to see what Google want to share with us with their event, and I can't wait to see what Apple will bring us with iPadOS, iOS, macOS, and all their ecosystem. So yeah, for now, what I can tell about the iPhone 14 Pro Max, it's been a year that I'm using only the Pro, you know, the 13 Pro, not the Max. And now to coming back with the bigger screen, I mean, I have a little bit of time to get used to. I loving it. I just want to give myself a little bit of time with it, because the new feature, dynamic lens, I don't know if I have it correctly, it's the notch, the notch replacement. I just mess with it a little bit when I unbox this iPhone. And by the way, I have in the video I'm going to release on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, I have an unboxing that coming also. So yeah, that's all I've got for this podcast. I mean, it's a subject that I really wanted to share, the differences between Google and Apple. Leave your comment down below. What team are you? Are you team Apple or team Google? I'm curious. And why are you team Google or team Apple? So thanks for watching the podcast. That's all I've got for today. And I'm gonna see you in the next podcast. Peace.